EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Like 20! 47. Check, 47. Hey, here I come.
Ito Smith, his first carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down now, it's Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah. 52 and 56, 52 and 56.
A first down carry for Smith. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards on the ground.
And the Falcon first down.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
47, Mike 20. Mike 47. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Through. Left. Watch it, Freeman. Regular. Tighten up.
Now Ito Smith, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
White 80! 34. There you go. Get down. Hey, box truck. Left. Hey, Charlie. 50, Mike's 50. Come on, D.
Throwing Fitzpatrick. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Shift, shift. Jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Here it comes. Here it comes. Slam, slam.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Ready. Mike's both. Push him back. Push him back.
Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. 47. Bravo. 47. Check, check.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Lightweight 80. Stop your body. 52 and 56. 52 and 56. Protein spill. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. 36, 36. Hey, wahoo.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Dancing to his left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. To return is Roberts. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Strong. Go ahead.
Hey, team six.
Fitzpatrick on first down. Complete. Smith has it. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Hauling it in, Nelson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I'm coming after you. Go ahead. I'm coming after you. Regular. He's Mike. Watch the screen.
5.
95 is Mike. Watch 95. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. 95 is the sand. No, check. He's Mike.
Here's Fitzpatrick. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Haywood.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
Check right. Double time. Hey. You got 3. 3 down.
PPP.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Yeah.
Mike 50.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
There you go. Get down.
Wait. Ready, Mike. What?
Go.
Watch the slant. 95 is a sand. No, check his Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. 95 is Mike. Watch 95.
Now Fitzpatrick. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just
good.
need some chocolate and a box of tissues. On third down, Fitzpatrick. Forced out to his left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch left.
Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call. Throwing is Bridgewater, and that will be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Hey, I-7. Under 34.
Check. Check three.
Left.
On first down, it's Smith. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Smith running right. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And the kick by Elliott is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Rush in.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Here's Bridgewater. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Bridgewater again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I'm here all day.
Here's Bridgewater. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
15. So don't say nothing.
Begin.
Wait. PPP.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Left.
At the 25-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Silver. Mike's 50.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here we go. Strong right.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Hey, color. Go ahead.
Mike, 195. Exit.
Smooth.
95 is Sam. No, check. He's Mike. I'm scared.
Feel it.
Mike, 195. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Hey, exit.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. He completes it to Nelson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
52 and 56.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Rip right, rip right.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, it's Bridgewater. That'll be complete to Cook. The end result, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Play fake. Bridgewater letting one go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's what I do.
Bridgewater now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. Busts through the tackle. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go back to the ground with Smith. Room to run inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Strong.
Smith. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Check your hot read.
Kill.
Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet.
On 3rd down, Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Saints on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
On 4th down, Dobbs. Buying time to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Will Lutz on for the point after. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Dobbs. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shane Ray and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
White 80! Hey, tight down. There you go. Back. Watch twist. Regular. Twist. Alert flare. Watch out. Hustle up now.
Fitzpatrick here to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, Zoo.
95 Mike, watch 95. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
34. Kill.
Check 43. Check.
Left.
Fitzpatrick. Caught by Nelson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Third and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they won't run a play here, no victory formation. They will indeed try to get 3 more. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So time runs out. It's a victory.